Hi friends, welcome to my channel Chic and Savvy, where we talk about all things relating to planning and budgeting. My name is Carissa, and today we will be cash stuffing my paycheck for week 2 of July. So let's go ahead and get into it. Today we are going to be cash stuffing $430. So let's go ahead and count this cash. So we have 50, 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 270, 290, 300, 310, 320, 30, 40, 50, 60, so 360, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 400, 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, we miscounted. Okay, we miscounted by $10. So let's redo. Sometimes that happens. It's been a while, and it's probably because of these dang 50s. So 25, 30. Perfect. I think that one of the 10s got stuck. But we have all of our cash out. So let's go ahead and get started. I forgot to update a few trackers in here, so I'll have to do that before putting the money into the envelopes. I did spend in a bunch of different categories for Amazon Prime Day, so I'll have to update those trackers because I completely forgot to do that before filming. So let's go ahead and see what's in my wallet. So this money right here is money I gotta take back to the bank, so that's gonna stay in there. So spending has nothing. Eating out has $1. So $1 is better than no dollars, so good for us. Fun times has nothing. Self-care, oh, this still has 50 in it. I'm gonna use this to go get a pedicure. I'm probably gonna do that tomorrow, so we'll just leave that in there. I ran out of time. I was gonna go Friday, then I was gonna go Saturday, and now it's just whatever. Household has nothing, and donations has nothing, and then we have a receipt in here. We're just gonna leave it. Okay, so we just had that $1, but that's okay. Something's better than nothing. So let's go ahead and restuff our envelopes here. For spending, I give myself $30. I leave 20 on my debit card, and 10 goes into my wallet. So we'll do $10. This 10 is horrible, so good thing that's going to get spent. Eating out is going to get its usual 30, so we'll do a 20 and a 10. Yeah, these 10s are bad. You can tell by just how like thin they feel. Fun times is also gonna get 30, so we'll do a 20 and a 10. Self-care is gonna get skipped. We stuff this once a month, and we still have the money in here. Household is also gonna get skipped. We stuff this once a month also. And then donations is gonna get its usual 5. Perfect, so our wallet is all good to go for the week. Let's go ahead and do my high priority binder first. Oh, all right, here we go. So emergency fund should be good. It has $500 in here. So our goal is to have $500 in emergency fund and $500 in 1 month ahead. And then we'll stop stuffing these and focus on other items. So this one already has $500, so it's good to go. That $500 is in the bank. 1 month ahead is going to be getting $50. And I desperately have to do a condensing, so I'll probably do that at the end of the month. So this is gonna get, and this is getting $50. So $355 should be in here. And we're putting a $50 bill. So let's go ahead and count this as 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 270, 290, 310, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55. So we're getting close. I think we're gonna finish this by the end of the month, which is good because I really want to focus on the house. And I'll kind of give you guys an update on the direction that's going into. I was gonna say when we get to our home fund, but we're here. Future home is going to be getting 70. So let me kind of fill this out and then we'll do like a little story time. So 70, that should be 320. That is gonna get a 50 and a 20. So that should be 320. We have 100, 200, 250, 270, 290, 310, 320. So today actually, we went to go look at some houses. So I know that I told you guys that we were pretty set on where we wanted to live and we already chose the house. But me and my husband were doing some more thinking, and the house that we originally were gonna choose to move into, what we were working towards, was about 30 minutes away from my family and just away from a freeway. It's kind of far into like, it's like another town over. But we started thinking about it more, and with us wanting to start a family, we decided, you know, since it was going to be low in our budget, like let's look for something closer that is in our budget, and it's actually going to be in a much nicer location, and it's going to be super close to family. We looked at a community that was maybe like the cheapest house in that community to see how much it would actually be, and it is a little bit over our budget, but to us, we're thinking that the location is better, so our equity would be higher on the house because it is a more sought after area, and we'd be closer to our jobs and to family. So in the long run, we're saving on like wear and tear of the vehicle, gas, and if we do end up starting our family sooner rather than later, we'd actually have family to help us, so we wouldn't have to pay for daycare. So there's just all these little factors. So that's kind of what we're looking at, but we went to go look at those houses today, and they're really nice. They're actually bigger than what we were gonna go with originally, which is nicer because we are paying more money for it, so it should be bigger. Probably going to end up going with the more expensive home that's closer, because we just feel that it'll work better for us. So that was a really long explanation, but that's just a little update. Future family, am I stuffing this week? I don't think so. No, we're not stuffing it this week. Car maintenance is going to be getting $15. So I think this is one of the envelopes I took money out of because we got a car wash. So I currently have 40. So we spent 15 and that left us with 40. So we're actually putting that 15 back. So we have 10 and a 5. And so that's 20, 30, 40, 50, $55. So in and out. But that is why we keep this money, so that way we have the money to spend. All right, so that is good to go. Subscriptions is going to be getting $15. So we'll add that. And so that'll be 40. So we're gonna do a 10 and a 5. So we have 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. In subscriptions. Perfect. So that is everything in our high priority binder. So let's go ahead and go to our low priority. Okay. So for low priority, extra debt is going to be getting 70. And we don't track anything with this because I actually need to, I forgot that these are smaller. I need to make another one. But we are not going to track anything because I am just going to make a payment at the end of the month. So we're just going to put 50 and a 20. So we have 50, 100, and 120 in here. Perfect. Travel is going to be getting 5. It's so funny. So I'm talking about my husband. I'm like, I want to buy this house. Like, we think we should do this. We should do that. And then in the same breath, I'm like, I want to go to Disneyland for Halloween or Christmas. And he's like, you're delusional. We're trying to save for a house. And yet you want to spend $2,000 go to Disneyland. Because that's how much, like, with hotels and tickets and everything would cost. And honestly, the tickets for Disneyland were so surprising. They were expensive, guys, because I feel like when you go to Disneyland, like, you have to do the park hopper. So that's an extra cost. And then you have to do, like, you'd want to get, like, the lightning pass. Like, again, I don't even know if that's worth it, but I just remember the lines being super long. So the lightning pass would be an additional cost, and then parking, and then you have to budget for food. And in the end, like, I think I, like, just went on the website just to see how much they would cost. And I think it was like a 1-day pass for 2 people for a park hopper, the lightning, parking, and everything. It was like almost $500. And I was like, gosh, I remember the days where, like, you could buy a ticket and it was like $100. Am I crazy? Like, I'm not that old, guys. But I tried to go on, like, Costco to see, because they always have, like, deals, but they do have a deal, but the tickets for 2 was like over $800, but it's for 3 days. And my husband's never been to Disneyland, and he's not, like, that excited. He would go for me because he doesn't really like rides, but I'm like, he is not gonna walk around for 3 days. Like, that's insane. But if you guys have, like, Disney hacks, I'm really trying to convince him to go, even though we're trying to buy a house. That's my delusional thinking. But if you guys have tips and tricks on, like, what the best deal is to do that for 2 people, that would be cool, because I really want to take him. I feel like he just needs to go once in his life before we start having kids, because then after that, you're not going to be able to go on any rides, you know, because for a while until the kids get bigger. But I just can't dish out that much. I just feel like that's so much money. But let me know, because I would love to go during the holidays. I've never been. I always usually go during summer, so it's hot and everything like that, but I want to see, like, the themes. So gifts is going to be getting 5. Oh, this is another one we took money out. So let's do 60, and then I'll take the money out. So we actually spent $50 for my dad's birthday. So we're gonna have 10 left over. So we're gonna add a 5 for 10. Okay, so for home, we are putting $5. So it doesn't have anything. This is another envelope. I need to fix the tracker. So I bought like a candle warmer thing. Yeah, I have $5. I had a gift card, so I just took money out from each envelope, like whatever was in it. But I bought a candle warmer so you don't have to actually light your candle. It'll just heat it up so that way it still smells. So actually that was the first item I bought for our new house, but I figured we could use it here in the meantime. And I really like the way it looks. Like it matches the theme of kind of what I want our house to look like. So $5. But that's me manifesting that we're gonna get the house by buying something for it. Dental is not getting anything, but I need to update the tracker. I actually got us new toothbrush heads that were on sale. So I took the money out of here. so this has nothing. Holidays is not getting anything, and it has 20. Christmas is getting 5. So it should have 120. So it has 100, 5, 10, 15, 20. Perfect. And then buffer is not getting stuffed. So this is all good to go. Okay, next we'll do my personal binder. I don't know if we're putting, I think we're just putting haircuts in here. Oh no, actually we are putting money in here. Okay, so for my spending, we're putting $20 and we're gonna put that in shopping. And this is, I think this is, yeah, this is already pre-spent, so I'm just gonna end up taking it back to the bank, but I wanted to put it in here because I did use some money to, for Amazon Prime, and I gave myself a little bit extra, so I would have, and then I think I already spent the 5 that was in here, yeah. So this is gonna have 20, and that's all that it has. And then I'll end up taking this out and putting it in the bank. And then self-care has nothing, office has nothing, planning has nothing. And then my husband's section, he gets $5. So we're gonna put his 5 in gaming. I actually think he wants all 10 in gaming. I split up 2 5s, so we're gonna do 2 5s because I didn't know if we wanted to spread it out. But I think we're actually gonna put the whole 10 in here. So this is 2 5s. So it has 15. He was already talking about wanting a new game. So this will be something good to save up for. And then haircuts is going to be getting 10. So he actually got a haircut. So let me update the tracker. And it was $25. And now we're putting in 10. And so that'll be all that it has. Perfect. So this is all good to go. All right, now our savings challenges. So for our savings challenge, which is our $10 challenge, we are gonna be stuffing $10. So let's fill in one of these bubbles. So I get this challenge from the Aesthetic Dollar. Each bubble is worth $10 and our total is $4.80. So we are gonna do 1 bubble. And so we have 100, 200, 220, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So we have $280. This money is honestly probably gonna go towards getting a couch. We're gonna need a couch. And so this will probably just go towards the home, which is nice to have. All right, Savopoly. So last week we were at the railroad and we actually rolled 10 and got the railroad again. So we are gonna be stuffing $25 this week. I get this from the LittleBirdieCananda and I love how interactive it is, and it's a year-long challenge. And we won't count this money until the end of the year. I'm hoping that we're able to save 1,000 or more in this challenge and use it. We'll probably end up using it for Christmas, so we don't have to worry about saving for Christmas. I do have a Christmas envelope, but at the rate we're going, we're not gonna have very much. So I'm hoping to use this money for Christmas, so that way when we move into our house, because that's around the time period that we wanna move, we won't have to worry about coming up with the money to buy gifts. We could just use this. So that is what this will probably be used for. And then our monthly challenge. So this month we are going to be coloring in 3 icons. So let me put this away. So this is the challenge that I make myself, and this is also the freebie that I have in my description below for you guys. The one I made for you guys is more generic, but it's the exact same concept. So this challenge is worth $50. Each icon is $5, and it's themed for the month. So we are going to be coloring in 3 of these icons today, and that is going to be, oh, did I do something wrong? Let me figure this out before we move on. So in my home binder, I think I only stuffed $5. Yes. Okay, so this was actually supposed to be 30. That makes a lot more sense because I was like, I spent a lot more on Amazon than that. So let me adjust this. Okay, so we're gonna put this 5 back and take the 20 and the 10 for 30, and that is correct. So this money is gonna be going back to the bank, but we're gonna leave that for now. Okay, well now we're good. Okay, so we are gonna be stuffing 3 icons for $5 each. And that is going to give us a total of $5, $10, $15, $20, $25. So I'm going to go ahead and color these in, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. All right, guys, I colored in all 3 icons. I just did the presents, the cake. I kind of made a blue theme for my dad. And then just some seashells. I'm loving the way this is turning out. It's so vibey. But we are all done coloring, and I think we already counted, but it's $5, $10, $15, $20, $25. So we are halfway through. I love doing these challenges. I hope if you guys clicked it, no pressure, but if you did download it and you're having a good time too, coloring it in. So I'll have to start already thinking about August, which is crazy. And what the theme we're gonna do for that. Probably like a back to school maybe, or something else, maybe flowers or something. But that one is all good. And so we have $1 in our $1 savings challenge that we are adding that was left over from our wallet. But again, $1 is $1, guys. It all adds up. So we have $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6 already added. And that's good to me. I think 1 month I had 0, so we're doing pretty good. All right, so that is everything there. Our tray is cleared out, and we are all done. Oh, I love that everything is just good to go and that our savings is continuing to grow, guys. I love seeing the progress. But thank you all for being by my side throughout this journey, and I can't wait to see where life takes us. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye, friends.